that whatever their goals, hopes, and dreams are for the future, that you will support them and help them to find a way, even if you are not the correct person that can do that for them. Disappointed, Mike and I sat in silence for about 20 minutes before we began cleaning up our mess. The business was over on opening day. And this is an important lesson for those who want to start a business. Don't give up when you hit your first roadblock. There are always going to be lots of roadblocks. It's not something that you have to be concerned about. All business owners, I've hit plenty of roadblocks. But when I've kept going and persisted, that's when you're able to get past those roadblocks. So good morning, everybody. I am 4 minutes late. I was just on the freeway on my way back to Sydney. Yesterday, I was in a small little village with no network at all. I did not think that this place where my mom lives was going to have no network. Anyhow, we had a mobile-free birthday together, so that was really good. I'm just going to quickly close the windows again. There we go. So, Rich Dad, Poor Dad on the road version, because it is Christmas and birthday and all of that kind of thing. But we still want to get them done when we can. And next year, we're going to make sure that there are a couple of extra videos so you don't have to worry about missing out. So we have been reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and we've been getting through chapter 1 already so far. This is the book that I originally wanted to read for you. So I'm very excited to be able to read this one today. And I am looking forward to also, leaving you with my commentary and different other things. So thank you so much for joining. It's amazing having you all here. We're on page 24. Let's keep reading for a bit, and then I'm going to get back, I'm already in the car. And then I'm going to keep driving home, which will be really, really good. Okay, page 24, chapter 1, lesson 1. So they've just been making fake coins. So they've been getting everybody's toothpaste tubes, melting it down, and they've made molds, plaster of Paris molds of, I think it was nickels, and then they've been pouring the lead into make the nickels, and they've made lead nickels. And their poor dad has just come home and said that it's actually illegal. My dad's friend turned and burst into laughter. My dad smiled and shook his head. Along with the fire and a box of spent toothpaste tubes in front of him were two little boys covered with white dust, smiling from ear to ear. He asked us to put everything down and sit with him on the front step of our house. With a smile, he gently explained what the word counterfeiting meant. Our dreams were dashed. You mean this is illegal? Asked Mike in a quivering voice. Let them go, my dad's friend said. They might be developing a natural talent. My dad glared at him. Yes, it is illegal, my dad said gently. But you boys have shown great creativity and original thought. Keep going. I'm really proud of you. And I think this is very, very important. Even though there's a rich dad and a poor dad, and the poor dad is the one who is a little bit concerned about this, he still encourages the boys. And I think this is extremely important, especially for you who are parents. And my apologies for the wobbling, but there's not a lot of room in the car to have the computer and everything else. The steering wheel is in the way a little bit. But it's important as a parent to be able to take that time to encourage your children and let them know that even if you are not the one who is able to help them as much as you would like to in order to be able to achieve financial success, at the very least, you can support them and let them know that they can find the answer somewhere else, and that you want them to succeed and you want them to be able to achieve whatever they want to. So a lot of parents will tell their children what to do, how to do it, but it's much better for children for you to be able to just encourage them and let them know that whatever their goals, hopes, and dreams are for the future, that you will support them and help them to find a way, even if you are not the correct person that can do that for them. Disappointed, Mike and I sat in silence for about 20 minutes before we began cleaning up our mess. The business was over on opening day. And this is an important lesson for those who want to start a business. Don't give up when you hit your first roadblock. There are always going to be lots of roadblocks. It's not something that you have to be concerned about. All business owners, I've hit plenty of roadblocks. But when I've kept going and persisted, that's when you're able to get past those roadblocks. So don't, even if you find out that what you're doing is illegal, find another way, look for the legal way, see if you can still make some money. Yes, you do need to also evaluate, is this actually commercially viable? And if it's not, then you might want to shut that down, but still persist and look for something else. So it's really important to find that persistence, regardless of whether it's shut down and persist with something else, or persist and find a different way of doing it. Sweeping the powder up, I looked at Mike and said, I guess Jimmy and his friends are right. We are poor. My father was just leaving as I said that. Boys, he said, you're only poor if you give up. The most important thing is that you did something. Most people only talk and dream of getting rich. You've done something. I'm very proud of you two. I will say it again. Keep going. Don't quit. And this, I think, is also really important. So even though Robert Kiyosaki has a rich dad and a poor dad, even though the rich dad is the one that teaches him how to become wealthy, the poor dad encourages him, but also those lessons from his poor dad would not have gotten him on the path to actually speaking to his rich dad. So some people may think that it's the rich dad that really created Robert Kiyosaki's ability to create finances. But his poor dad, I believe, was also a great man who really wanted the best for his son and also provided great learnings that allowed Robert Kiyosaki to achieve everything that he achieved and to be able to teach
Turn left onto Pittwater Road.
How to do that. And my phone apparently is still on GPS. Mike and I stood there in silence. They were nice words, but we still did not know what to do. So how come you're not rich, Dad? I asked. Because I chose to be a school teacher. School teachers don't really think about being rich. We just like to teach. I wish I could help you, but I really don't know how to make money. Mike and I continued our cleanup. I know, said my dad. If you boys want to know how to be rich, don't ask me. Talk to your dad, Mike. My dad? Asked Mike with a scrunched up face. Yeah, your dad, repeated my dad with a smile. Your dad and I have the same banker, and he raves about your father. He's told me several times that your father is brilliant when it comes to making money. My dad? Mike asked again in disbelief. Then how come we don't have a nice car and a nice house like the rich kids at school? Nice car and a nice house don't necessarily mean you're rich or you know how to make money, my dad replied. Jimmy's dad works for the sugar plantation. He's not much different from me. He works for a company and I work for the government. The company buys the car for him. The sugar company is in financial trouble. And Jimmy's dad may soon have nothing. Your dad is different, Mike. He seems to be building an empire, and I suspect in a few years he will be a very rich man. With that, Mike and I got excited again, which is really good. With new vigor, we began cleaning up the mess caused by our now defunct first business. As we were cleaning, we made plans for how and when to talk to Mike's dad. The problem was that Mike's dad worked long hours and often did not come home until late. His father owned warehouses, a construction company, a chain of stores, and 3 restaurants. It was the restaurants that kept him out late. Mike caught the bus home after we had finished cleaning up. He was going to talk to his dad when he got home that night and ask him if he would teach us how to become rich. Mike promised to call as soon as he had talked to his dad, even if it was late. The phone rang at 8:30 p.m. Okay, I said. Next Saturday. I put the phone down. Mike's dad had agreed to meet with us. On Saturday, I caught the 7 a.m. bus to the poor side of town. So I love this journey, and I love what both of Robert Kiyosaki's dads have to teach him in order for him to be able to achieve his success. Again, it is so important for parents to be able to encourage and help their children to find the right person. We need to also acknowledge when we aren't the right person. Poor dad was not that interested in making money, and that is completely fine. But if poor dad was interested, he would definitely be able to also learn for himself, learn together with his children so that they could both prosper and both learn the journey. And later on, he does do that. And I've read the book quite a few times. And we'll talk about that when we get to that section. But for now, that persistence is really important. Being able to have parents that will support you, and as a parent, being supportive and helping your children to be able to find the right people and finding them also for yourself and learning together with your children is a really great strategy. Now we're going to start meeting the rich dad, and I'm looking forward to reading more of that for you tomorrow. And thank you for bearing with me yesterday when I had absolutely no network. It was crazy. Small little village, 550 people live there permanently. And last time I was there, I had network. This time around, there was nothing. So I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm glad that I am able to do another reading for you today. I'm grateful that you joined. And now I'm going to be back in the city, so we'll be able to do the readings again on a regular basis. And I'll also make sure that I do a couple in advance so that we can keep publishing them on YouTube. Speaking of which, feel free to join us on YouTube, and then you can read anything that you've missed or listen to me reading anything that you've missed and giving my commentary. You can find us at the Passive Cashflow Club. I'd love to see you there and see you subscribe so that you are notified every time that we upload a video, because right now we are doing the reading videos and we still have videos up there from the last book that we read together. And we also have some new videos that are going to be posted up. There's a couple of videos on the economy and different things that are happening in the world. And we are going to look for other great content to put up there. If you'd like to know what else I'm up to and get in touch with me, you can find me on Instagram, and you can find me there at business_team_the6_official. And you can see what I'm up to. We post quite a lot every day. And also you are able to then DM me and let me know various things, and I love to hear from all of you, because right now it's just me talking and giving my commentary, and I'd love to know what you think of the book. You can either do that on YouTube, where you can leave a comment, or you can also do that on Instagram or private message me as well. So I look forward to getting to know many of you. I appreciate you being here, and again, thank you for understanding for yesterday, and we will be back from today on. And yes, today is still in the car, but tomorrow I will be able to do this from home again. And I am very excited to see you then. Sydney time, 8 a.m. every morning. And yes, with BIGO, I'll need to figure out how I can let you know if I'm not able to make it, such as when I was in the village with no network. But generally speaking, we are going to be there every day, and I will figure all of that out together with my VA. So this has been Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's been an absolute blast reading for you again this morning. Have a wonderful day. Hopefully you've been working towards your goals, and you're also getting ready for an amazing Christmas. And remember, now is the perfect time to start planning for your new year, so that you have everything set up and ready. And any obstacles that you face at the beginning of January won't hold you back, but you'll blast through them and be able to achieve all of your goals for 2022. So have a great day, everybody. It was good seeing you, and I am looking forward to seeing you all again tomorrow.